In this video, we will discuss the architecture of Reveal. We will introduce the concepts of analyses, analysis tree, and profile. These are important concepts to understand about Reveal because they will help in navigating the program and help to understand the underlying logic and some of the interfaces throughout Reveal. Internally, Reveal is based on the concept of an analysis and the analysis tree. You can access what is happening inside Reveal using this icon. This displays this graph, which is a tree of items where each item has one parent and each item has some children. You can collapse items in the tree using these arrows. Each line item in the tree is an analysis. In short, an analysis is a small piece of processing that is designed to perform one particular function within Reveal. Each analysis is small and focused. That means they are designed to do one thing and one thing well. As you can see by the names, some of these analyses do things like phase wrapping, calculate phase, or mask the phase. This internal structure is important to understand for several reasons. First, it gives you full visibility regarding what is happening inside the program. So unlike other interferometry analysis programs, you know what is happening to your data and in what order. In this example on the screen, you can see the analysis tree starts with the data buffer. The data buffer is where the interferogram camera frames are held as received from the camera. Then they are passed to the phase calculations, where the phase is calculated, followed by masking, and so on until all the data is processed. So first, the analysis tree gives you an overview of what is happening within the program. How Reveal is working is not treated as a black box. There are many different types of interferometric applications, such as radius of curvature or wedge measurement. Each of them can consist of different steps for which there is not much overlap. One option is building one large program that contains all these steps for all possible types of analyses, even though these analyses are very different. Reveal, in contrast, has individual analysis trees that only contain the analyses relevant for a particular application, which we call profiles. This provides more assurance that the logic inside the program is not complicated, and changes to the program can be done quickly and without introducing bugs to the other analysis trees. Shortly, we'll go into more detail about profiles, but first let's look at analyses. Now that we are familiar with the concept of an analysis tree, let's discuss what an analysis does. Each of these analyses is a black box. It takes results from its parent. For example, blob remover takes results from phase masking, calculates or performs an operation on some data, and then passes results on to its children. Each of these analyses can only have one parent, as in this case, phase averaging has only one parent called island leveler, and each could have multiple children. For example, the phase averaging children are shown as measurement info, measurement config, and auto aperture. All are children of phase averaging. The analysis tree, when combined with the screens, is what we call a profile. The screens are the primary way in which you interact with the data. As you can see, there are a number of screens attached to this particular tree. Profiles are created to suit particular calculational needs. Profile icons are listed here in the toolbar on the left. In the basic version of Reveal, two profiles are included: basic analysis and radius of curvature. More profiles are added via optional packages such as optical shop testing and Fourier transform analysis. So each profile is structured to meet the requirements of a particular measurement application, but no more. In that way, a program runs quickly and can be focused on the task and provides the other benefits discussed earlier. Switching profiles is easy. All you need to do is click on the desired profile icon listed in the left toolbar, and you will be prompted to switch to this new profile. As you can see, the interface to this profile has changed to the one that was selected, and it is different. Let's take a measurement. Now we are presented with results of the measurement of a corner cube, which are different from what you would expect from a general purpose interferometer measurement. Also, when opening the analysis tree, you can see that there are some parts common to the analysis tree of the basic profile, but there are also some unique analyses in this analysis tree. So this is the purpose of creating profiles. Different analyses are structured in different analysis trees to create different profiles. So let's go back to the basic profile. Let's take a simulated measurement and look at what happens when we run an add-on analysis. The basic profile, as well as many other profiles, has been designed with parsimony in mind. So it does calculations which are expected for general purpose interferometry measurements, but no more. However, there are many cases when you would like to add specialized measurements, such as ISO 10110 or slope measurements. These are small additions to regular calculations and do not merit creating a specialized profile. To accommodate these cases, we have add-on analysis modules, which are listed here under the Analysis pull-down menu. For example, to run ISO 10110 analysis, all that is required is to run the basic profile and add on the ISO 10110 analysis. As you can see, ISO 10110 has been inserted into the analysis tree. Also, a new screen has been added to your analysis. Similarly, we can add robust peak-to-valley or PVR. Again, a new screen is added, and when the analysis tree is open, you can see a new PVR analysis has been added to the analysis tree. The analysis tree concept has other important consequences. It leads to the traceability of measurement data. When you save data in the reveal file format, not only are the results of the measurements such as phase saved, but also the entire analysis tree is saved with your data set. This is important because at a later time, when you want to recall your data set, it will restore the entire processing tree as it was at the time of the measurement. Therefore, you can reliably reproduce the state of the program as it was when the measurement was taken. This is a unique feature of Reveal. Here is an example dataset saved earlier. As you can see, it does not have the ISO or the PVR screens attached to it. This data was taken with this processing tree. And that tree has been saved with the phase data. Please note that any analysis before phase in the processing tree has been truncated and discarded. This is simply due to the lack of storage capacity in computers, which is not large enough to store the massive data sizes potentially created in the data acquisition process. This is a standard operating procedure in interferometry analysis programs. If you want to retain your original data, we recommend that you save your data in a raw data file. Then you can reconstruct it later as if you had just acquired the data with the full analysis tree. Again, the concept of analysis trees, where each tree is composed of analyses producing results, is used throughout the program to navigate several of its functions. An example is the pixel calibration dialog. On the left side, you see a list of items which are precisely the analyses in the analysis tree, which have been discussed throughout this video. And under each of these, you can see the related result produced. Here, if you want to calibrate the lateral size of your data, you can select any result produced by the program for calibration. This is a convenient feature because by the time you get to the calculations of phase, your data might have been masked or altered in a way making it difficult to calibrate using phase data. So in this case, we can go to the data buffer, look at the input data, and first we're going to change the color map to the frames map, and then use the original camera frame data for the calibration, as opposed to phase, which may be pre-processed by previous analysis. As you can now see, understanding this underlying architecture of Reveal will make it easier to use and more intuitive.